How's it going? I'm Joe. My apartment's a fucking disaster right now. Now that we got that out of the way, how's it going? Haven't talked to you in a while. Jesus, why was that so hard to say just now? A lot of people have been tweeting me and were like, what happened to Extra Joe? Did you just abandon that channel again? Yeah, kind of. But I just want to give you a little update on things. So I set up my camera here and I'm just gonna do the whole video here. I'm not gonna like take you like on a journey because like I don't have anything cool to do today. I have to go food shopping. There's nothing exciting about me buying spinach. But just to give you a quick update on my life, I'm falling asleep in Ubers now. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know this because I already told this story. But for those of you who don't know, I'm 25 now, and I guess this is the point in my life where I just start falling asleep in strangers' cars and just letting it all, just rolling the dice. Like, hope I don't get kidnapped or fucking raped. But I'm not just like taking naps back there. Like I was at a comedy show with my cousin and my friend, and you have to drink there. There's a 2-drink minimum, which, you know, I was gonna drink anyway. Like, as long as there's not a maximum, we're cool. But we were drinking there, and then we left and we went to a bar, and we stayed there until it closed because they had a jukebox, and I spent all my money on playing classic rock songs like I always do. But that's not the point. I got into an Uber, and I was tired. Like, I was fading. Like, I was like, you know, doing one of these, you know, my head hit the fucking window a couple times. So I was like trying to stay awake, but I couldn't. But I remember falling asleep and then waking up and be like, don't fall asleep in this stranger's car. He could come back there and take your butthole virginity, or, you know, steal your wallet, or, you know, take your butthole virginity. Like, that's the one that I'm kind of worried about. But he didn't, which was nice. You know, we pulled up to my apartment and he just kindly screamed at me, "Hey! Is this your place?" And I was like, yeah, and then I went upstairs and just went to sleep. And I remember being just so thankful that he didn't kidnap me, because that's how all those movies start. It's like you get in a cab, you fall asleep, and then you wake up in someone's basement hanging upside down by chains, and this guy's like smacking his dick against the side of your face. You're like, I didn't want to be in that kind of situation. Also, this is something I kind of wanted to talk about because I don't know if people are aware of it, but apparently, I mean, I don't know all the details. I barely know anything about YouTube, but I do know that a lot of advertisers have been pulling ads from videos and shit, so a lot of people like aren't making money. Like, I know for me, the amount of money that I was making has decreased by 60%, even though my views have not changed at all. Like, I'm getting the same amount of views, just 60% less money for making them. And I'm not gonna complain because I am completely aware, I'm not oblivious to the fact that I am completely overpaid and overrated at what I do. And I don't want you to get all in the comments like, no, you're great. Listen, it's a lot of money. I'm overpaid and overrated, that's for sure. So I'm not complaining. It is, you know, weird. Luckily for me, I knew that this day would come. Well, not that I knew it would, you know, that YouTube would be like, yeah, fuck it, no one's getting money now. I knew that I would crash and burn one day. You know, one day people are gonna go, yeah, fuck this kid. I don't care. I don't care what you have to say anymore. You're not funny. You just yell and curse a lot. Don't care. I knew that would happen. So I, you know, as I was coming up, I put other things in place that I can make money from just in case things started tanking or whatever. So it's not affecting me as much as it is affecting a bunch of other YouTubers who strictly make their living off of YouTube revenue. I'm told that it's because advertisers are filtering which videos they want their ads on. Like, they don't want videos that are about violence. So obviously you can't cut people's heads off on YouTube or whatever. And I can't like smoke crack in my videos either. Damn it. But some of these advertisers also don't want to advertise on videos where there is cursing. And if you know me, I tend to do that. That I'm not gonna stop cursing. Like, I'm not gonna suddenly change what I've been doing this entire time because now I'm not getting paid enough for it. By the way, I'm still getting paid enough money to live. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna complain about it. Like, oh my God, no. Like, there was a lot of YouTubers that were all of a sudden were like, go to my notifications, turn on my notifications, share it, tell your dog, watch it from 3 computers at once. Don't beg for views. If you're a YouTuber and you're watching this, don't beg for views. Don't beg people to watch your videos. Like, that's not the point. The point of making videos and creating content is so that people are enjoying what they watch. You don't want to beg, like, please watch this. Instead of begging, why don't you just make shit that people can't ignore? Like, wow, this was really good. I am watching this now. And all of them are good. Wow, I'm gonna subscribe. I wanna know when this shit comes out. Isn't that better than like, fucking please, I'll give you an iPhone. And I'm not gonna sit here like I know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't have to listen to me. This is my opinion. I'm not saying that I'm right, they're wrong. I'm not saying that. This is just my opinion. All right, I need to shut the fuck up. Jesus. I rant too much. This is what I do. I rant into a camera and then don't get paid 60% for it. Please go retweet. Anyway, let's head into the studio here so I can tell you guys about one of my favorite things that I'm doing right now. Some of you know about it, but it's like my newest podcast / project that I've been working on. So this is the studio where I do all my videos and podcasts, and I'm most excited about like the newest podcast that I've been a part of. Some of you know about it. It's called Other People's Lives. Basically, we went on Craigslist at first. We haven't done this in a while, but we usually go on Craigslist and just look for like these very interesting people. And if you've seen my Craigslist videos, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes there's like weird shit on there. For the most part, a lot of the stuff we see and like we go, wow, that's really fucking weird. But then we call the person who posted the ad and they agree to be on the podcast or whatever, and they actually have a really cool reasoning behind all of it. I make jokes and stuff, whatever. When you really think about it, like a lot of the stuff they say makes sense sometimes. Sometimes it's like, you know, we hang up the phone with them and we're just like, wow, that was fucking weird. But other times it's like, wow, that was really thought-provoking and fucking, that was real. That's why I like doing it so much. And there's just so much variety. Like, we did one with a guy who wants to platonically cuddle naked with another guy. Like, not have sex. Like, just get naked, let's cuddle, fuck it. And we had a conversation with him. There was another one there was a guy who wants to platonically get spanked by another guy. He's a gay guy. He wants to be spanked by a straight guy. It's like, why do people want to do that? So when you dive in and you ask people those questions, like, what? And they have legit answers, it's like, okay, yeah. And it just keeps you open-minded, you know? I like being open-minded. I like to think that I don't judge. I do make a lot of jokes or whatever, and that's just who I am. But at the end of the day, do I hate these people? Do I, you know, not understand or whatever? I'm trying to understand. I do this seriously. Like, I don't make fun of them or anything like that. Like, I genuinely want to know. This whole thing has just been, I've just been preaching this entire time. I just gave you a speech on fucking YouTube money, and now I'm talking about this podcast. How self-centered and narcissistic. I might post a selfie today. Who knows? I'm feeling narcissistic. No, just fuck. Narcissistic. I'm feeling narcissistic today, okay? But this is not a typical vlog, obviously, but it's like an update sort of thing. But I'm gonna try and vlog, you know? I've just been really uninspired. Just because it's literally been gray as fuck. Like, I haven't seen the sun in 2 weeks. So that's my excuse, the weather. I'm blaming the weather, okay? That's my excuse. Anyway, that is all for this week's video. I'll see you guys next time. Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers